Hello, my name is Amber Fox, and today I'm going to talk about a famous actor, Michael J. Fox, and his battle with Parkinson's disease. Michael's full birth name is Michael Andrew Fox, and he was born June 9th, 1961, to Bill and Phyllis Fox. Fox adopted the J in his stage name as a tribute to actor Michael J. Pollard, as a way to distinguish himself from another actor named Michael Fox. Growing up, he had 4 siblings and always had a hard time in school. Fox was always notoriously small, standing a full-grown height of 5'4". This prevented him from playing his favorite sport, ice hockey. But he never let that get him down. Fox picked up drama class as an outlet, which looking back was probably a great decision leading to his success in acting. Fox got his first professional acting job at the age of 15 in the TV series Leo and Me. Now he is known for his many roles in popular movies and TV shows, some of his most popular being his roles in the movies Back to Future and Teen Wolf, and his role in the TV series Family Ties, to name a few. Fox was diagnosed with young-onset Parkinson's disease at the age of 29, but didn't come forward with it to the public 7 years later. Fox told reporters later that he struggled mentally with the realization of the diagnosis and took the 7 years to come to terms with his new realization. Like many who are diagnosed with Parkinson's, Fox's first symptoms was a twitch of his little finger, which progressively got worse over time, in the end leading to his diagnosis. In the end, Fox made a tough decision to tell the public about his disability because he wanted to raise awareness for the incurable disease after realizing the lack of funding.
Did you know about Parkinson's?
Somebody's grandmother had it. I mean, it was not a thing that I noticed or thought about. It didn't enter into my world. I was a 29-year-old guy.
Did the doctor know who you were?
Yeah, in fact, that's one of the few times in my life I felt like saying, do you know who I am? It's ridiculous. You can't tell me that. This was a case when I just thought, it's preposterous that this is happening to me.
His slurred speech, muscle stiffness, and tremors are the signature symptoms of the disease.
Simply, he said, you'll have 10 years left to work. They're working on some things. There's some things in the pipeline. And
He leavened it with a little bit of
a little bit of hope. But it wasn't enough for me. I felt very shocked by it.
things like degenerative.
Yeah, progressive.
No cure.
Yeah, no cure. All stuff that now is just like irrelevant to me. I'm not about measuring how long something will last or how long can I do this and how long. It's pointless. It's just another thing that you face and you carry on.
If you're not aware of what Parkinson's disease is, also referred to as PD, it is a progressive disease of the central nervous system that leads to degeneration of brain cells that affect movement, loss of muscle control, and balance. The disease impacts a person's ability to create dopamine, which is used for movement. Typically, PD is seen in people after the age of 60, but few individuals, including Fox, develop symptoms as early as in their 30s. Parkinson's disease is categorized by different stages as the degeneration of brain cells occurs. These stages include mild, medium, and severe, and all stages contain different levels of severities of symptoms. Besides tremors or shaking symptoms, also include the inability to move muscles or rigidity of the body, postural instability, and loss of memory. As of right now, there is no cure of this degenerative disease, but there have been discoveries of medicines that have shown mild improvement to symptoms after a temporary period. When Fox was first diagnosed, he was given 10 years to continue his acting career before his symptoms would make it next to impossible to act. In order to make his life living with PD a little easier, Fox was determined to find ways around his disability. He now takes a drug called Signment to help control milder symptoms such as tremors. Alongside the drugs, research has also shown that movement aids in stopping tremors, so Fox would pace or walk around during interviews to help quell his tremor. When the tremors became so unbearable that he underwent brain surgery and had doctors work on his thalamus to try and relieve the connection to the tremors. Fox has also undergone spinal surgery in hopes of alleviating the rigidity of his body. While Fox is not fully dependent on a wheelchair, he has also been known to use one on days in which his body does not want to work as well. Besides the physical limitations that PD has put on Fox's acting career, he notes that he has also seen a decline in his memory. He reported that now struggles with remembering lines and recalls having blanks during scenes. While he has also been able to just read script and be good for a scene, Fox stated that this new reality has made roles with long dialogues impossible for him to remember. In 2020, Fox retired from acting in order to put more effort into his foundation, but has since returned, only taking roles with minor dialogue. Producers have also aided in his return by having cards off camera for him to look at for a refresher for a line. While main roles have been taken off the board for Fox, he has been altered his reality in order to do what he still loves. As I mentioned in the last slide, Michael J. Fox spends his off-screen time working on his foundation. The Michael J. Fox Foundation was started in 2000 following his diagnosis. The foundation was created after Fox realized the lack of funding for research in a disease that affected so many. The goal of the foundation is to accelerate the pace of research and make a tangible impact on patients' unmet needs. Fox went through a very dark times following the diagnosis, and he saw that the foundation as a way of bringing light to the subject and change his perspective on his situation. The New York Times calls Fox the most credible voice on Parkinson's research in the world. While there is still no cure, Fox remains optimistic for the future and has changed perspective on his disability. He also quoted saying, "Sure, Parkinson's may be one step forward and two steps back, but I've learned that what is important is making that step count." I would like to thank you for your time listening to my research on Michael J. Fox and his disability of Parkinson's disease. Thank you.